In the icy cold waters beneath the Arctic ice, a strange and old creature swims slowly in the darkness. The Greenland shark is the biggest fish in the Arctic Ocean and one of the biggest and most mysterious sharks on the planet. Fishermen who've seen them call them ghosts because they move slowly and have pale, almost lifeless eyes. Their eyes are often infected by a gross worm-like creature that hangs off them and makes the shark look even more creepy. Fishermen usually get scared when they catch one by accident, mostly because of the terrible smell, like urine. Their meat is toxic, and sled dogs that eat a lot of it get shark drunk, which means they drool a lot, vomit, have bad diarrhea, shake, and even die. But these sharks are more than just gross. They break the rules of nature. They swim very slowly, only about 2 kilometers per hour, but they're still top predators in the Arctic. They're the only shark that can live in those freezing waters all year and can dive over 2,000 meters deep, where the temperature can drop as low as -2 degrees Celsius. Even more amazing, these sharks can be extremely old. Some could have been alive before Columbus sailed to America, before Michelangelo painted the Sistine Chapel, and when the Aztecs and Incas still existed. Scientists believe they live on average about 272 years, but some may live more than 500 years, making them the longest living vertebrate on Earth. For centuries, these sharks have stayed hidden in the deep, but now scientists are starting to learn their secrets. Why are they so toxic? How can they be top predators when they move so slow? How do they survive such extreme cold and depth, and how do they live for so long? Greenland sharks are among the biggest sharks, growing up to 6 to 7 meters or 20 to 24 feet. They mostly live in the Arctic and North Atlantic Oceans, but sometimes wander far. One was even found in the Caribbean, though it seemed very lost. Their thick, tube-shaped bodies can weigh up to 1,000 kilograms or 2,200 pounds, similar to great white sharks. But that's where the similarities end. Great whites are fast and powerful, while Greenland sharks are slow, with a top speed of only about 3 kilometers per hour. Still, they're top hunters, eating fish like cod and sometimes even seals. That sounds impossible. How can a slow shark catch a fast seal? To find out more, I spoke with Eric St. Marie, a PhD student at the University of Windsor. Eric St. Marie explained that these sharks eat many things: fish, squid, seals, and even whales. However, it's still unclear if they catch live prey or just scavenge dead animals. Some Inuit hunters say they might hunt live animals, like seals sleeping in the water. Seals are actually safer in water than on ice, where polar bears hunt, and that might give Greenland sharks, who have an amazing sense of smell, a chance to sneak up and attack, especially while the seal is sleeping. The shark's slow, sneaky style might help it catch them, but there's still not enough evidence. Eric tags these sharks to learn more. The tags record up to 100 bits of data per second, like movement, temperature, and depth. Some new tags even pick up sounds like seal calls, helping researchers figure out if the sharks are actively hunting. Whether hunting or scavenging, their bite is unique. If the shark doesn't swallow prey whole, its teeth act like a hole punch. Beluga whales have been seen with circular bites, and shark stomachs sometimes contain round chunks. The upper teeth are small and pointy, while the lower teeth are flat and sharp like razors. In the past, Inuit people even used their jaws as cutting tools. Still, hunting seals is surprising because Greenland sharks are nearly blind. Their eyes are often infected with a parasite called a big worm-like creature up to 6 centimeters long that hangs from their eyeballs. It's very noticeable, like hair blowing in the water. This weird parasite evolved to latch onto one of the shark's only soft spots, the eyes. In a study of over 1,500 sharks from East Greenland, 98.9% had this parasite. Scientists think it harms the cornea, leaving the sharks able to sense only light and shapes. Yet they survive just fine, so they must rely on other senses. One key sense is electroreception. If you look at their face, you'll see tiny black pores called ampullae of Lorenzini. All sharks have them. They're filled with jelly and detect weak electric fields from nearby animals. But this only works within a meter. For longer distances, they use their excellent sense of smell. Their large nostrils connect to organs called olfactory rosettes, folded tissue packed with smell receptors. Greenland sharks have very small brains for their size, but their smell centers are large, which shows they rely heavily on scent. This helps them travel long distances. One study tracked them for 11 months. Each swam at least 315 kilometers, some up to 1,615 kilometers, diving as deep as 1,800 meters. Others have been recorded at nearly 2,900 meters near the mid-Atlantic ridge. This is called the midnight zone, where no sunlight reaches and pressure is intense. At that depth, pressure is 290 times stronger than at sea level. Humans would be crushed. So how do Greenland sharks survive? One reason is that they don't have swim bladders like most fish, which would burst from pressure changes. Instead, sharks use large fatty livers for buoyancy, and fat isn't as affected by pressure. This allows them to go from deep to shallow without damage.